In poll after poll, Democratic voters and the American public have made it clear that they are interested in an alternative to President Joe Biden on the 2024 presidential ballot. We're actually shifting topics here. Between criticisms about the economy to concerns about simply being, or seeming, as Chris and I were talking about, too old for the job. Whether you agree or not, plenty of Democrats crying out for another option. Multiple polls recently have shown a generic Democrat would fare significantly better than President Biden in the 2024 election. An NBC News poll out yesterday shows President Biden trailing Donald Trump by 2 points. This is the first time he's ever trailed in NBC's poll, going back even to the 2020 campaign. But the same poll shows a generic Democrat leading Trump by 6 points. That is a whopping 8-point swing. And that's on the heels of recent New York Times poll, which showed a generic Democrat faring 12 points better than the president in the battleground states, going from down 4 to up 8. But here's the thing, with no offense intended to my next guest, there basically is a generic-ish Democrat already on the ballot. A little known on the national level, but serious, political moderate who is running for president. One might think three-term Congressman Dean Phillips could be the relatively unknown alternative many voters say they want. And he's starting to make some inroads. A recent poll of first-in-the-nation primary state New Hampshire shows Phillips with 15% of the vote compared to Biden's just 27% and a whopping 44% undecided. And yet, despite that seeming viability in New Hampshire and elsewhere, and the continued hand-wringing from Democrats about Biden's chances next fall, Dean Phillips continues to be marginalized by the party and largely ignored by the media. It just doesn't seem like his campaign is being taken seriously. Why? Let's ask the man himself. Democratic Congressman Dean Phillips from Minnesota, candidate for the President of the United States, joins us. Thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate it.
Great to be with you, Dan.
All right, so why do you think that Democrats and the media are not taking your campaign more seriously?
Well, first of all, I've never aspired to be generic in my whole life.
I know. I'm sorry about that.
Take that now, man.
I know. I hope you don't view that as an insult, but it's a reality.
Look, if it means beating Donald Trump, you can call me anything you want. Nancy Pelosi used to tell us in the House Democratic Caucus, say anything about me, do anything, tweet anything, make any statement. If it helps you win, go for it.
But why do you think that Democrats, all I keep hearing, and I keep reading, Democrats concerned about 2024, Biden's older, this, and there's a guy who's running for president who is that supposed generic candidate, and they don't want to take it seriously.
Because the concern of the people we're talking about is their power, their prestige, their position. They're protecting themselves. This is the political industrial complex at work. It is why, Dan, we have Trumpism. There are tens of millions of Americans who totally understand what's going on. And I got to tell you, I did not understand until I went to Congress, and I absolutely do right now. And I think, first of all, media will catch on, that's fine. And frankly, do I really care what the Democratic establishment thinks? Of course not. Well, I do care what Americans think. And that's exactly what this is about. Donald Trump understood that. I have to give him credit for one thing. He's a man of no character, no competency, no empathy, and he's a narcissist. But did he understand how angry Americans were while the rest of Washington was having the cocktail parties and the fundraisers and having coronations instead of competitions? Yes, he got it. And I'm tapping into the same thing right now.
It's really been a week now, right, since those battleground state polls came out. Again, there's this recent poll in New Hampshire, which is showing you with 15% compared to Biden's 27%. Have you been getting more donations, more interest, more buzz in the last week?
Yeah, I'm amazed that I was at 4%.
Because we've been trying to get you on this show, by the way, for weeks, so it isn't just this week.
Oh, and I'm getting a guilt trip now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, this is how it works. I'm 3 weeks in. I have to introduce myself to 300 million Americans. I've got time, every day, more and more. And by the way, this is not just about beating Donald Trump. This is about a whole new vision for the future. You know, we have two candidates who are so focused on the past. Build back better, right? Make America great again. 77 and 81 years old. You know, Dan, I'm trying to find people around the country. I've been at this for 3 weeks. I have found 2 people so far, Democrats and Republicans, who when I just simply say, are you ready for change? I've only had 2 people say no. 2 people. I'm talking about hundreds, if not thousands by now. I mean, everybody watching right now, they know why I'm running for president. They know about the nonsense. We have a political industrial complex that would much prefer coronations to competitions. And I'm going to try to shine some light on something that absolutely needs to. And I'm excited about it.
But isn't it Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.